friends and followers, welcome to 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝐴𝐻𝑖. In this video we are going to understand about difference between robbery, theft, extortion and dacoity. Before moving to this topic, I would like to wish you a happy new year. I hope this year brings you more joy and prosperity. I would like to suggest you to focus on what can be rather than what might have been. So with this positive attitude, let us start our. Before understanding the differences, I would like to quote some instances and try to identify which offences have been committed. Imagine that you are a regular reader to a library and one day you decided to take a particular book to your home. At that time, due to the absence of librarian, you took it without his consent. So, does it amount to a theft? In another instance, imagine that you are riding a car near the outskirts of the city and suddenly 8 to 9 people stops your car and threatens to kill you if you fail to deliver your valuables to them. So, is it a robbery or dacoity? In another instance, if A threatens B to give him 50,000 rupees, otherwise his child will be put to a death. So, is it a robbery or dacoity or extortion? In order to understand these instances, let's understand what is robbery, dacoity, theft and extortion under Indian Penal Code 1860.
Section 378 of Indian Penal Code defines theft as whoever intending to take dishonestly any movable property out of possession of any person without that person's consent moves that property in order to such taking is said to commit theft.
From the definition, it is clear that in order to commit a theft, a person must have dishonest intention on his part to take a property, and such property should be of movable in nature, and such property must be taken out of possession of a lawful owner, and such property must be taken without the consent of lawful owner, and the movement of such property is necessary in order to commit theft. So, the punishment for this theft is prescribed under section 379 of Indian Penal Code. It prescribes that imprisonment can be extended up to 3 years, fine or both.
Extortion has been defined under section 383 of IPC. It defines that whoever intentionally puts any person in fear of any injury to that person or to any other and thereby dishonestly induces the person so to put in fear to deliver to any person any property or valuable security or anything signed or sealed which may be converted into an valuable security said to have been committed extortion.
So, as per section 383 of Indian Penal Code, in order to commit extortion, a person must have malefied intention on his part and thereby induces another person in the fear or of injury, induces him to deliver his valuable security or any property which can be converted into valuable security. Such offence is known as extortion, and in this the consent must be taken in the fear or of injury, and there must be an intention on the part of the offender. And as per section 384 of Indian Penal Code, this offence can be punished up to imprisonment of 3 years or with the fine or both.
According to section 390 of Indian Penal Code, in all robbery there is either theft or extortion, when theft is robbery. If in order to committing of the theft, or in committing the theft, or in carrying away, or attempting to carry away property obtained by theft, the offender for that end voluntarily causes or attempts to cause to any person death or hurt or wrongful restraint or fear of instant death or of instant hurt or of instant wrongful restraint. When extortion is robbery, Extortion is robbery if the offender, at the time of committing the extortion, is in the presence of the person put in fear and commits the extortion by putting that person in fear of instant death or of instant hurt or of instant wrongful restraint to that person or to some other person, and by putting so in fear induces the person so put in fear then and there to deliver up the thing extorted.
Section 390 of Indian Penal Code. All robbery may be either extortion or theft. When theft is robbery. While committing theft, if the offender attempts or causes voluntarily harm or instant death or causes wrongful restraint, that is obstructing the lawful pathway of a person, then the offender is said to commit robbery. And in another instance, when extortion becomes robbery, if the offender while committing extortion puts another person in fear of death or instant hurt or causes wrongful restraint and induces another person to deliver his valuable security, then extortion becomes robbery. According to section 392 of Indian Penal Code, if robbery is committed, then the offender may be imprisoned for either description or the offender can be imprisoned up to 10 years, and in case if the robbery is committed in the highway between sunrise and sunset, then the offender may be imprisoned of either description or it may extend up to 14 years.
Dacoity has been explained under section 391 of Indian Penal Code. When 5 or more persons conjointly commit or attempt to commit a robbery, or where the whole number of persons conjointly commits or attempts to commit a robbery and persons present and aiding such commission or attempt amount to 5 or more, every person so committing, attempting or aiding is said to commit dacoity.
As per section 391 of Indian Penal Code, dacoity is said to be committed when 5 or more people co-jointly commit robbery or attempts to commit robbery, or the persons who are aiding to commit robbery are co-jointly called as dacoits, and this offence is known as dacoity. Section 395 of Indian Penal Code prescribes punishment for dacoity, and the imprisonment can be extended up to 10 years, and this is rigorous imprisonment. And the only difference between robbery and dacoity is number of people involved in the offence. In dacoity, there must be minimum 5 or more people, and in case of robbery, there may be minimum of 1 or more people, and which cannot exceed 5. So lastly, I would like to answer the questions which I asked you in this video. The first was, if you have taken a book without the consent of the librarian, does it amount to theft? The answer is no, because there is no dishonest intention on the part of reader. And the secondly, if 8 to 9 people stops your vehicle and demands to give your valuables, then this offence is known as dacoity, as because there are more than 5 offenders. And lastly, if A threatens B to give 50,000 rupees, otherwise his child will be put to an death, this is extortion. So I will post another video and you are supposed to identify which offence the offenders have committed. Kindly identify this offence and post the answers in the comment box. We will meet you in the next video. Until, take care. Bye bye.